friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and I am so happy to have you. If you're returning, thank you guys all so very much. I appreciate you guys more than you'll know. So today I'm participating in the 5 Under 5 challenge. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I am using these window clings from Dollar Tree, 2 of these tag signs I got from Dollar Tree, and my Waverly Chalk paint in the color Plaster. So I'm going to start off by taking my Cricut spatula and removing those little stars off of the signs and saving them for later. Then I'm going to paint the back side of these pictures with my plaster. And then I am going to trim all the little excess part of that bunny that has just the clear plastic. It gives it a more of a high-end look so it doesn't give you that plasticky look. Then I'm coating one of the signs with my Mod Podge. And then I'm going to lay that beautiful rabbit right on the front. It took me a little bit to get it placed where I wanted it. Good thing you can lift and release with Mod Podge. So once I got it all on there, I just smoothed it out. And then I'm just going to cover it again with the Mod Podge. And you guys, I love the way this tag sign came out. So I did the same thing with the next tag sign, but I used the little Easter blessings and a couple of the flowers that were part of that window cling grouping as well. And then I just covered it all with the Mod Podge when I was done, just like I did with the bunny. After that, I took some of my elephant chalk paint by Waverly, and I am just going around the edge like you see there. I wanted, instead of doing the bristle mark, I just wanted it to be more of a, I don't know what you would call it. I guess a line. I don't know. Anyways, and then I did some distressing along the front. I did that on both of the signs, and then I covered both of the signs back with some shipping paper from Dollar Tree, and then just trimmed that all down so that you wouldn't see it from the front. And then I'm just going to trace that hole with my little knife there and cut that piece out as well. After that, I took some jute rope or jute twine, I should say, and I'm just using that as a hanger. So I'm just tying a knot on the ends and then moving the knot to the back part of the 2 tags. And then I'm just going to use my hot glue and glue the one tag on top of the other tag and glue it in place. After that, I'm going to make a bow with this ribbon that I got last year from Hobby Lobby. I just think it's beautiful. And this ribbon I got after Christmas. It was a Christmas ribbon and it was like 75% off. And it came in a 2-pack. And I just thought this was really pretty, and I thought it would be really pretty with that floral ribbon. So I'm just fluffing my ribbons here, dovetailing the ends. And then I'm going to hot glue that to the top of the tags, and that's all there is for this DIY. I absolutely love this. I think it is just beautiful. You have to let me know what you think about that in the comment box below. I was so happy when I found those window clings. I've seen other people use them, and I didn't think I was going to be able to find them, and I finally found them. Okay, today's challenge is the 5 Under 5 monthly challenge, and it's where each of our DIYs cost less than $5 and we make 5 of them. And it's hosted every month by Emily with Farm Charm Chic and Missy with the Crafty Cove. And their guest host this month is Tammy from Happiness Created. If you don't know who these ladies are, please make sure you check out their channels as well as their videos. They are amazing and they are all very talented. And then once you're done doing that, make sure you check out the playlist. I have links to all of them in my description box below. Here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Plaster chalk paint by Waverly and my antique wax by Waverly. And then this vinyl from Dollar Tree, some dahlias from Dollar Tree. I got those last year. These little styrofoam eggs from Dollar Tree. I actually used 4 of them, and then 2 little wood rabbits that I got from Dollar Tree, and this tray from Dollar Tree. So then I decided, before I did all this, I decided I wanted to use these 1-gallon stir paint sticks. I cut them down to fit the length of that tray, and then I used my Waverly antique wax, brushed it on and wiped it off, and then I painted that tray with the plaster. And then once it was all dry, I went around and I just used a baby wipe to kind of distress with that antique wax, and I love the way this came out, you guys. Then I'm just hot gluing those paint sticks right into the bottom part of that tray. After that, I took those bunny rabbits and I'm just tracing them out on that vinyl, and then I will cut them out. Once I have them cut out, I'm just going to adhere them right onto the front of those bunnies. And as you can see, I have one facing right and one facing left. Then I took some of my lace ribbon I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to hot glue it on around the neck of those bunnies. And then after that, I am going to paint the eggs. I used, let's see, pink blush, Key West, and salmon, and paradise were the colors that I used. And then I hot glued the dahlias right in the middle, and then I am just hot gluing the eggs right kind of underneath, so they're just sticking out from those flowers. Then I made 2 little jute twine bows, just like you would a shoestring, and or shoestring bow, and then I'm hot gluing them onto the bunny. And then I realized I didn't hot glue those bunnies, they were just sitting there, so I hot glued them. And then I just went ahead and made a little shoestring bow with this lace ribbon from Dollar Tree. And I am going to add a little jute string bow as well to that, and then I'm going to hot glue that onto the top of that tray. Then I'm just using some twine, or some jute rope there, jute twine, and made a little hanger, and there it is. There's the finished piece. I think it is really cute. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well in the comment box below. Okay, if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find my links to my accounts in my link tree in the description box below. Here is DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I got this idea off of Pinterest. I saw it and I was so clever, I wanted to do it. So I'm using those carrots from Dollar Tree. I have a tin can that from something we used, part of a pool noodle, some miscellaneous flowers and floral, some scrap paper, and my Waverly Chalk paint in the color pumpkin. I started off by painting this can with that pumpkin color. Now I didn't do a real heavy coat. I wanted some of the can to show through. And then I went around with the baby wipe and the antique wax and just kind of brushed it all in just to give it that kind of worn, dirty look. Then I'm just going with some boxwood greenery here, and I'm just kind of putting some around inside of that pool noodle that I stuck inside the can. And then after that, I took the 3 carrots. I'm hot gluing 2 of them together, and then I hot glued the 3rd in the front of them. And then I'm going to hot glue them right down into that pool noodle. And then after that, I just added a few little baby breath flowers from Dollar Tree. And that's all there was for the florals. And then I decided to use my handwriting and with a black Sharpie, and I'm going to write the words canned carrots. And I'm just, I'm not real fond of my handwriting, so this is a big deal for me to be putting this on my DIY. But you know, it's supposed to look rustic and, you know, not the nicest. So I figured, hey, what do I have to lose, right? So once I get this all written out, then I'm going to use a wet paintbrush, and I'm going to go through here and wet the sides of the paper so that I can rip it. And then I just go around the can and the paper, and I'm just ripping it all around to give it that worn look. And then I'm just taking that antique wax in a paper towel and I'm just wiping it all around the edge. And I think I even rub some in the middle. Yeah, I'm going to rub it in the middle there too, just to make it look worn. And then I'm just using my hot glue to glue it onto that can, and I just hold it in place for a while to make sure it sticks with that hot glue. And then after that, I took some twine and I'm just going to wrap it around the top about 3 times, and then I wrap it around the bottom about 3 times as well. And that's all there is for this. I think it was so cute and just so clever. When I saw it on Pinterest, I just had to recreate it. Oh, you know what? I think I do also make a little twine bow and put it on the front as well. And you know what? I got ahead of myself. I'm not done. I do make a bow there, but I also take a little wood rabbit that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I use my Arteza paint marker, and I'm coloring it orange, and then I'm going to hot glue it to the front right next to where it says canned carrots, and then I'm done with this project. There it is. I just love it. You'll have to let me know what you think, but I don't know. It's just so cute, and I think it's going to be really cute. I'm probably going to put it in my kitchen. I think that would be a great place to have it. Okay, DIY number 4. So for this DIY, I am going to use this vinyl from Dollar Tree and some twine from Dollar Tree. I'm using these wood carrots from Dollar Tree. I think everything here is from Dollar Tree. This wood plaque or plank is from Dollar Tree, and this raffia is from Dollar Tree. So all of this is from Dollar Tree. I am going to start off by, or maybe that raffia is from Walmart. I'll have to look. I took the hanger off of that plank, and then I am just tracing that plank with the paper there, or the vinyl, and I cut it out, and then I'm just placing it right on top of that wood plank, just like you see. And then I'm going to take this wood carrot and I'm going to wrap it with twine. Now I'm starting it with some hot glue, and then I will wrap it a few times and then hot glue it and wrap it and hot glue it until I get to the end. If you're new here, I just want to say welcome. If you like what you see and you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, and gift ideas, and I would invite you to hit that red subscribe button, become part of our family, and then let me know in the comment box that you're here. I love to get to know all my viewers. And if you're not new, you know the drill. Make sure you give me that thumbs up, comment, do all the things. That way YouTube notices me more and sends out my video for others to see. So once I got done wrapping it, I took some of this raffia and I am cutting it down and just hot gluing it all along the front part of that, what would be the greenery part of the carrot. And this wasn't that easy. I mean, cutting it and trying to get all those little pieces into the hot glue. But, you know, I made it work. So then I took some of this orange gingham ribbon I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just wrapping it around the top part of that carrot. And then I made some more little bows, and I'm just going to hot glue them right on the ribbon there. And then I took some little buttons and hot glued them right on the bows. Then I'm just going to hot glue these carrots right onto that board. And then I am going to poke some holes because I covered those holes. So I'm using my little weeding tool from Cricut to poke the holes. And then I'm just going to put a little twine on the end of my tape on the end of my twine. It's late. I'm ready for bed. And I'm just going to push that through the holes there, make little knots on the back, and then I have my hanger again. And that is all there was for this one. And I think it is really cute. You have to let me know what you think. Just simple, but very cute. I love it. Okay, DIY number 5. Oh, so this DIY, This took a little time, guys. So I'm going to use this pail from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use half of this foam piece from Dollar Tree. I have 6 wood eggs from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use this twine from Dollar Tree. One of these long skewers from Dollar Tree. Parts of that window clings, and then the vinyl from Dollar Tree. And then there's my Key West, my pink blush, my salmon color, and then my plaster, as well as these stickers from Dollar Tree. So I do the same thing as I did before. I'm just tracing these eggs, one on each of these vinyls, and then I will cut them out and I will cover them, each egg, with each different vinyl there. And I decided to do these to kind of tie everything together. I know everything was kind of not really tied in, and I thought maybe this would help tie everything together. So I took a 3rd egg and I painted it with my plaster. I took a 4th egg and I am painting the top part with that pink blush, and then the bottom part I'm going to paint with the Key West. And somewhere I got some white on that paint, but it just got on the tape. I was lucky. Then I took another egg and I used the salmon, and I just colored that egg with the whole thing with salmon. And I did paint the back of these the same colors. Here I'm showing you I used the Key West to paint the bottom. And then look, I'm splashing it everywhere. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then I took some Mod Podge on that one that I painted with plaster. And I am just going to put one of those eggs from the window clings right there on there, and then just add a little more Mod Podge to it. Then on the next egg, I am going to take some more of that lace ribbon, and I'm just going to hot glue it right where those two colors meet. And then I'm going to use the back of this sponge brush, and I'm just making polka dots all over the salmon colored egg. After that, I am going to take my Waverly Chalk paint in the color Elephant with a baby wipe, and I'm just going around that egg, making a line and just doing a little distressing on the front. After that, I just take one of these made a little another lace bow from this lace ribbon and put it on top of that one with the egg. Then I made a bow with the black gingham and put it on top of the salmon egg, and then I'm making just a little jute twine bow and sticking it right there on the lace. Then I'm taking this egg here and I am going to wrap it with the twine. And this was hard, guys. This one was a lot harder than the carrots because of the way the shape was. Maybe if I would have started at the beginning, or at the bottom part, the top part, the other end, maybe it would have been a little easier, but it took a little bit to get it to stick. But once I got to stick on that bottom part, it started going pretty good till I got towards the top. Then I got a little rough, but just use hot glue. That keeps it in place. Then I added an orange gingham bow to that one. And this one, I'm just making a messy bow. So I wrapped that twine around my hand about 10 times. And then I'm just tying a knot there with the ends. And there we have a messy bow. And I'm going to put that one on the black buffalo egg. And then I'm going to take some more of that lace ribbon. I'm just putting that on to the egg with the floral vinyl. Then I took these stickers. I was trying to think of a color to paint them, but I would have had to paint them like all different colors, I think. So I decided just leave them black. So I'm just taking these off and sticking them on one on each egg, and it spells out Easter. After that, I took half of that foam piece, stuck it in the pail. And I am trimming out some of these eggs so you don't see the plastic, and then just added Mod Podge onto the pail and adding the eggs on there. And then I will cover them with Mod Podge as well. And I do this on the front and the back of the pail. And the pail was already white, so I didn't paint it or anything. I just used the color that was already on it. And after that, I am going to take this dowel, and I'm using my little crop miter shears and I'm cutting it down, and then I am just hot gluing these eggs onto that dowel, and I'm just kind of making them all a little different angles, if that makes sense. I didn't want them to be straight. I kind of wanted them to be just all a little different angles. And then after that, and if you saw that little mark on the dowel, I had marked about where the dowel would meet the top part of the pail. So that way I knew where to start with the eggs. Then I had some of this Easter grass from Dollar Tree. I've had this in my pile or my stash for a couple of years, and I just filled it, put it in that pail, and then I just made another bow with some black buffalo check ribbon and that lace ribbon, and that's all there is for this. I know it seems like a lot, but believe it or not, this only cost about $4 to make, because I didn't use a full set of anything. But anyways, I just love this. I think it is really cute. It's really tall, so I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put it. Actually, I think I know where I'm gonna put it, but you have to let me know what you think about this one. So here's the final reveal of all 5 DIYs. You let me know in the comment box which was your favorite. And again, if you're new here, I hope you hit that red subscribe button and become part of our family. And make sure you let me know in the comment box which was your favorite, and make sure you hit that like button. And with all that being said, you guys, I will be back again very soon, I believe on the 8th. So I will see you on the next one. Have a blessed week. Bye-bye.